Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. In this video, I thought I would talk about Jupiter transiting Aries. The personal experience will be different for everyone. It's not just about your chart or time and the seasons that we all share. It's about your view on life and the level of reconciliation that's taken place from within. There could be people with similar aspects, yet could be operating at very different levels of consciousness. Just like how the planets seem to travel one way and the lunar nodes seem to travel in the opposite direction, as we rise in consciousness, it's like going in the opposite direction in order to have more freedom from the mechanical laws of nature. When we're not accepting the appearances or external manifested view as the absolute truth, then we're starting to develop our willpower and direct our consciousness more intentionally. And eventually, our consciousness can be programmed to act in accordance and in perfect harmony with the world and with nature, but also with complete freedom and completely unhindered. It would be functioning at different levels of reality simultaneously. It's almost like learning to not be controlled by the appearances of time and space in order to have more freedom while functioning within time and space. But at the same time, there's a part of us that needs to have that experience of balance and harmony with our environment. And that's why we keep track of time, the days, the month, the years. So the phenomenal world is like a rotating sphere projected or projecting certain imagery outward from within the soul. We see the world as being without, but it's all emanations, patterns, and pictures projected from within. And it's how closely united we are to the light, the divine energy, or the intelligence within that acts through the emanations, the patterns, and pictures that determines how separate we see and experience our world. So the work that you do to improve yourself, to accept all of yourself, to forgive others, to forgive yourself, to be more loving, all acts as ways of programming your consciousness and eventually will cause you to align with more of the affirmative and what is aligned with your true intentions or sincere desires. It would act within the laws of nature, but by its own laws of intention. So you would still be acting by the laws of nature, the time and the seasons, but by your own laws of intention. It's almost like becoming or experiencing more of a conscious, interactive experience. It would be like having perfect timing and always aligning with the solution and desired outcome easily and effortlessly. So this video is about the energies that can be activated within, the energies that you may be aware of, the energies that you can work with this Jupiter transiting Aries. Jupiter is associated with expansion, wealth, abundance of all kinds, knowledge, wisdom, teachers, mentors, a sense of purpose, travel, international unity, our beliefs, enjoyment, and upliftment. Jupiter is also associated with space and the ether. So it symbolizes the scenery of your reality and faith. And faith is not just being hopeful or a feeling, but the substance and the ability to affect your reality by your thought and your words. Faith is the substance of all things, and that substance is what we act upon with our thoughts and our words. So Jupiter is associated with your power, and it's almost like the light that magnetizes the ideas, pictures, and things that you imagine to yourself. In a way, it's faith being the substance of things and the ability to affect your reality by thought and word is what makes the energy of Jupiter in Aries so powerful. It's like initiating a new energy and putting light or power upon the ideas that you have already planted. That means the intentions, the desires, the goals that you have already had could get activated by a thought or a word. You could receive a thought or hear a word and have a complete healing or a complete transformation in your life. So some of you may see this time as a time of miracles or blessings. The energy of Jupiter and Aries aligns with Pentecost and Ascension Day as well, in symbolizing a new higher state of consciousness being established in the mind and in the body. God, as a divine intelligence, acts through all people and all things. So you may feel as if the teacher of all teachers, symbolizes Jupiter, is speaking to you personally and directly through your every experience and every interaction, if noticed. And it may feel as if you have a powerful force protecting you and guiding you every moment, leading you to increased joy, freedom, wisdom, peace, and abundance. So this may be a time of miraculous healings and spiritual experiences. This is something that we need to consciously tap into to experience or consciously recognize. There may also be more interest in things like meditation, self-discovery, learning, self-improvement, travel, mantras, prayer, affirmation, using thought and sound to heal, or just different types of healing. Jupiter is associated with cleansing out the negative influences in order to experience greater life and greater vitality. And Aries is connected to the head, the mind, willpower, thought power, creative forces. It's a pure energy that initiates some activity, and then that activity is translated in your body and your experience. So the intelligence of the body could seem to know exactly what to do to create some desired change. It may be a time where you really feel the connection with the intelligence within your body and learn to work with it because of developing a stronger mind-body connection. This may be connected to learning how to calm the mind and aligning with the higher divine will and divine power, then allowing that divine power to act through you and through your experience. I also think that there may be more interest in the brotherhood of the world, like international unity. There may be more interest in learning from one another, appreciating the diversity in the world, and accepting one another, forgiving one another. The mind-body connection extends beyond us as individuals. It's within the world as a mind, like the world as one mind, the world as one body too. So there may be healings at a greater level within the mind of the world or the body of the world. This may mean that certain teachings become more known, respected, or understood more clearly. This may mean that individually, people are beginning to feel and sense their unity with the world in a new way. I would also think long term, what is initiated and started now could have a profound positive change, not only now in the months to come, but also the years to come, especially when the Jupiter Dasa begins for the United States in the near future. Aries can be associated with the idea of horsepower, electric energy, and the intellect or the mind. This may be a time of seeing how beneficial it can be to use your mind power and your thought power in the right way. So it's a powerful time for healing, self-acceptance, self-improvement, spiritual practices, finding balance, and for expansion and transformation in any area of life that has seemed limited. If there are specific areas of life that you'd like to improve, you could write down a list of intentions and then ask your inner self to guide you in making the right decisions and taking the right steps. The innermost self always speaks in certainty, not in confusion. Divine intelligence is always aligned with the solution and speaks in kindness, in peace, and in love. So this could be a time, a powerful time, of hearing your inner voice more clearly and realizing a new sense of purpose. For those of you that are on Patreon, I'll be uploading a message shortly. And for anyone else interested, the link is in the description box. I hope this was helpful. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.